Record. Okay, ladies, it is, oh my gosh, the 9th, almost payday. Tomorrow's payday for 31. August the 9th, Tuesday, August the 9th. So we're the second Tuesday of the month. Last week we had our 4 Women on a Relationship call, and tonight we're back to our team training and connection call. So super excited to be back. I had this whole big training planned up, and I still am working on it. So work in progress. I'm going to share some stuff to hopefully get you guys connected beyond your network and give you guys some different ideas. So whether you watch the recording or you join us live tonight, hopefully this will give you guys something. But who is loving the new catalog? I'm about to place my first order tonight, so I'm super excited because I sold some of those. I don't know if I shared with anyone about this or not, but I sold some old items. I wrapped them up in Christmas wrapping paper and sold them. So I have money that now I'm going to use to purchase new products. So super, super exciting that way. Let me mute. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody for now just for the recording, but you guys can always unmute if you have questions. We sold one bundle, and everything is different. I only sold 8 or 9, maybe 8. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. And remember, I'm 6 years into the business. It's a little bit different. You're still in your first year, so don't get frustrated. So I know I've been seeing some things pop up on the accountability groups. I'm really trying to not read everything because I want you all to, you're good with it? Yeah. I want you all to be communicating with one another and not feel like I'm in that, because tomorrow I'm going to be exiting from those groups and making you all the admins. So super exciting though. So, okay, I want to know though, because we're in a new catalog, I want to know what your favorite pattern and product is in the new catalog. Type it in the chat box if you want. What is your favorite product and pattern? I'll tell you mine. Red. Yeah, red is my favorite. I'm ordering, yeah, red is my favorite. I want everything in red. Okay, what's your favorite product, Sarah? Red is your favorite pattern. They are better together. They are better together. Feather chevron and a swap it pocket. I wish they came in that print. Ooh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I do like the swap it pocket a lot. A lot. A lot. Making sure. There we go. Red and the ruby. Red and the ruby. Good. Who has the Midway Hobo? I love the Midway Hobo. Yeah. The Midway Hobo I like, except I will say this, that I love it because it slouches. I don't think I have mine in here, but I love that it slouches and my swap it pocket fits perfectly in it. It does make me nervous, though, because it doesn't zip. Or it does zip, but I just never zip it. I don't know. Anyways, my husband and I were talking about it. It's super cute, though. It is super soft. Super, super soft. Anybody else have a favorite product or print from the catalog? I have to tell you, Medallion Medley, I've always been a black and white, black Parisian, pop, all those kind of prints. So I really like the Medallion Medley, not going to lie. That's one of my favorites. The favorite product, I'm trying to decide still, girls. She loves the size of the mouth style, but I never zip that one. Yes, it is great for coloring. It is. I am a red fan, so definitely the red. Some of the things that are on my wish list that I'm going to get are some of the keepsake trays to put my jewelry in. I want to order a scarf in the Checkmate. What else is on my wish list? The Round Town tote, I'm going to get it in the very cherry pebble with my initials on it. Just because I think it's a pop and it will catch people's attention when I'm out. I can't decide if I want to put my initials on it or my word for the year is joy. So I could really spell that out in 3 initials. So I've kind of tried to do the same. That we have the same list, Sarah. So those are a couple of mine. I think I may order myself an extra swap it pocket just to have. What else is on? Of course, I want some, I gave my older zip top organizing utility tote away, or I sold it. It was the one that had 31 gives on it. So I'm trying to decide what pattern I want in a new one. But I mean, a lot of it, guys, though we have from stuff we've earned, or so it's really fabulous. So anyways, if you want the mini ruby, I love the mini ruby. Mine's right over there. It's super cute. Super, super cute. Arkansas girls are thrilled with red. Yay. Yeah, red is going to be popular, I'm telling you. So my first home party is this Thursday. And it's a s'more fun with 31 party. I'm actually going to be making s'mores, and I'm probably going to be live tomorrow somewhere on one of my Facebook things. And maybe I should share that with you tonight too. I'm going to share a social media tip with you guys tonight. But I'm making, the Pioneer Woman had done some video, it's been floating out around there, where you take graham crackers and you take marshmallow fluff and put it on the inside, put another graham cracker on it, then dip it in like chocolate almond bark and add sprinkles to it. And then you can wrap them up and give them as a gift. So it's a really inexpensive thing. And so I'm enticing the women to come Thursday for a girls' night and not make it so much about a 31 party, because these are people that are familiar with 31. But I'm also enticing them with a free gift, which is a s'mores bar. They just don't know it. It's just the hostess knows. So that's kind of how we're doing my s'mores party. Her first party is Friday night. Yay. So I'm super excited. Like I said, my teacher convocation is this Friday. I'm excited because I'm going to put out products and patterns that they haven't seen. So we'll see what catches people's eyes. So it'll be really, really interesting to see that. So, okay. So I'm going to share, before I forget, a couple of things. Number one, who's registered for a Better Together event? I just want to make sure and remind everybody out there about that. Good, Mary. Yeah, it is perfect for you, Sarah. You need to, so yeah, you need to get registered for a Better Together event, okay? Everybody, I think everybody on here probably knows how. Better Together and Mega. Yeah, if you're coming to the Mega in Kansas City, oh, Julie's got her hand raised. Oh, it went down. Maybe she can't use the chat box. If you're coming to Kansas City, I know Tara's bringing a group of girls to Kansas City. We're talking about doing lunch beforehand. So just an FYI for that day. So, super exciting. So we have, let me go back. Let me just tell you. Whoops. Let me tell you. Okay, so it is the 9th. You have until Wednesday the 17th to register, okay? So I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Yeah, you deem to register for them, but you sure can, Christy. We haven't decided a time, Sarah, so stay tuned. I can talk to you about it later. Come on up, Nicole. You're welcome to come. You're welcome to come up. The girls from Omaha are driving down. Yeah, you can register potential recruits. So yes, absolutely. Okay, so you have till the 17th to register, okay? So you want to get registered because you don't want to miss it. A couple other things that I want to remind you about is there's an opportunity webinar tomorrow night that Home Office is doing. So if you have potential people who are interested in learning more about 31, that opportunity webinar is well, it's usually on a Thursday, but tomorrow it's on a Wednesday. I don't know why it's on Wednesday, but it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is from the calendar from 31today.com. What else do I need to remind you about? If you've not read your 411 email and your Inspire with Kate, definitely check those out, because the Inspire with Kate definitely talked about some tools that you can use this fall to help you in your business. So that's super exciting. And then let me share with you, I have a social media tip that I think I want to share with you. So hold on here. I can find it. So in my mentor group, my coach, shared with us this last week, because we all know the power of social media, and we all know the power. You all know that I talk about going live on Facebook. And she really coached us last week to get over ourselves. So I'm going to coach you all on getting over yourselves, whether you got makeup on or no makeup on, and the kids are screaming in the background, or the dog's acting up, or the husband's in the background, or whatever, but to be more comfortable in your own space and be more comfortable with going live and doing videos for your customer groups, for if you have a team page. I love those of you who are in accountability groups, how you've gone live. A lot of you have gone live in your groups. I think that's amazing. But so my coach shared with us kind of a set of rules that she has come up with on how many times you should go live and where you should go live at. So I thought you guys might want to know that, because this is something that I'm going to be trying to do. So we have a team page, obviously. And so in that team page, you all know I've been trying to go live almost every day, but 2 to 7 times a week going live, just sharing what you do in your business. So as you can see I have random thoughts, so I come on live on our Facebook team page, but if you have a team page, that would be some things like maybe you're putting hostess packets together, or you're bagging an order and how you do it. Like, most of us just want to see how the processes are done, right? So those would be some examples of going live. So that would be the place you would want to go live the most, okay, is on a team page. If you have a VIP group, customer group, once a week. So that would be a suggestion, is on your customer group, go live once a week. Now, what are you going to go live about once a week with your customer group? You could say, go live and show your newest and latest shipment. You could show them how you're prepping for a party. You could be at a party and go live and share some of the ladies that are at the party's favorite products. There's lots of ideas out there. Just think outside the box. And sometimes it's just like, this is what 31 allows me to do. Have a fun time at a Better Together event, and you could go live from that. Maybe it's I'm having coffee with a 31 sister, and we're live at the coffee shop. Or maybe 31 paid for a pedicure for you, or for your kids, tennis shoes for school, or something like that. Going live, just showing kind of your journey, okay? So that's once a week on your VIP customer group. The other place to go live, and this is something we don't necessarily think about, but I think it's super, super important to try and go live, and this is where I think for me at least, it takes the most courage, is on our personal page. Y'all may be going, what are you talking about going live on my personal page? Okay, so number one, we don't want to smother people on our personal page, right? We don't, because I could go off on a tangent about that because of the fact of some things that have happened just to me being added to groups and things this week. But we do want to share our journey and why we love 31. And like it or not, people need to know that you're with 31. It's not saying, come join my team. It's not saying, buy my bags. It's not saying, here's my website, place an order. It's going live and just sharing your journey of 31. And so I have done this in the past, and I haven't been consistent with it, where I'm going live on my personal page 1 to 2 times per month, but it's something that I want to kind of get back to. So for instance, when I was organizing things this past fall, when the storage cubes were on special, or this past winter, I went live one day and showed how I was organizing my DVDs. And I was even shocked on people that watched it. And then the people that actually would come up to me at events and things, or family events, and be like, I just love watching you on video. And I just showed how I was using the products. So the personal page, it's not like you want to go live and say, hey guys, I'm having a party. Anybody want to place an order? That would not be a live video. But there are other ways to go live, like sharing your journey, I am so excited because today I'm going to a Better Together event, and I can't wait to, see some of my 31 sisters. This is one of the reasons I joined 31, and just sharing. So those are some social media tips to work towards. I'm not saying you have to do it, but I just want to share that's something that I'm working on. And I think that the more we can go live, the more people see us as really us, right? They're not seeing a script. They're not seeing a copied post. They're seeing us in the real deal. Just like you guys see me here on Zoom, this is me. This is me after a headache all day, after I've showered with no makeup on. Like, this is me. So the same thing. Your friends and family want to see you. And completely honest with you all, I get scared to go live on my personal page because I do have so many friends, and many of them are from high school and college, and I often wonder what they'll think, being completely honest. But then after listening to my mentor, I don't really care anymore because I love 31, and 31 has given me so much. So why am I trying to keep it from everyone? Like, because it's a blessing to me. So if it could be a blessing to them, you know, they may not want to be a part of it, direct sales, and that's totally fine. But I know what it's done for all of us, and I know what it's doing for all of us. So I'm not going to shy away from it, but I'm also not going to smother them on my personal page. So, okay. So you all are here tonight to talk about expanding or growing your network, right? Everybody feel like they just need to expand and grow our network. And I think sometimes, especially when we first join 31, we get overwhelmed, or we go through our list of friends and family, and then we don't know where to go next, right? We maybe, what do I want to say? We maybe try a couple of events, and we get people to, fill out the door prize slips, but then nobody returns our call. Okay, so that might be another struggle. The thing is that what I want to try and get across tonight is to help you girls understand that we do have people at our fingertips. We have either VIP customer groups, we have Facebook friends, we have friends in our address book or our contacts on our phone, we have neighbors, family, friends, and so forth, that we could come up with a list. Now, here's the thing. We need to learn to utilize the people we do have in our network, but we need to utilize them effectively. And I think a lot of times is we'll come up with a list, we'll stare at that list, and we don't come up with anything else because we think everybody is going to say no. And it's not necessarily that we're going to be asking them directly, but these are going to be kind of like our streams of water to a big river kind of thing. So I don't know if you've seen this or not on 31today.com, but there is a printout called Who Do You Know? You can type it in the search box on TOT. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is kind of like what we used to call, if you've been with 31 for a while, a list of 62. So it says 31 is a relationship business. The more relationships you build, the more successful you'll be. So who do you know? Write down the names of people you can contact to share the news about your exciting new business. So this is for anyone. This isn't just for new consultants, but it encourages us to use the Franks. So if you've not heard of Frank's list before, that's F is for friends, R is for relatives, A is for associates, N is for neighbors, K is for kid connections, and S is for spouse connections. So writing their name, and it then has a phone number. Now here's the deal. I do want you all, after you get off this call, at some point this week, maybe it's going to have to be next week, to make a list of people. Now, it does not have to be your close best friends. It does not have to be close family members. It could be acquaintances, okay? But you could scroll through your Facebook list. Like I said, you could go through your contacts on your phone. If you keep an address book, you can go through them, but make a list. I'm not telling you how many to put on the list, but it should be a page full. Now, maybe you just want to start with one little column of names. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. About 20 people on one side, okay? So you could get 40 people on this sheet of paper. Now, here's the deal. Once you've started scrolling through your Facebook and you've started scrolling through your address book and your contact list, ask your spouse or your significant other or a family member or your best friend and say, have I forgotten anybody? Because I guarantee you there's probably more that you may have forgotten. But you're going to realize once you start asking people, and it doesn't have to be close people. It doesn't mean that you're asking them all for a party. I'm just trying to get you to understand how we get to those streams of water for the river. But once you get that list, ask somebody close to you, who have I forgotten? Who have I not shared 31 with yet? Who have I forgotten, okay? Because what this is going to be is a lifeblood, or this is going to be that river for your business. So every person that you put on this list, and this is where I think consultants get stuck, and this is where I don't want you all to get stuck, is every person that you put on that list has the potential to be a stream that connects you to another large river, right? So look at this as another connection for a large network. So once you have your list, I want you to really take some time and don't look at the overall list, but look at the list and ask, how can this person help me grow my business? Okay? What do they do for a living? What does their spouse do for a living? Do they have kids? Are their kids involved in sports? Are they active in their community? Because if they're active in their community, they may know about events that you don't know about. Are they already in direct sales? If so, great. Do they know networking groups that you can be a part of? Are they a realtor? Do they know a realtor and they can connect you for closing gifts, or just, help with gifts when those realtors need them? Are they a school teacher or an administrator at a school? Could they connect you with groups who need fundraising? Is there the son or daughter in a sports group or cheerleading or dance or gymnastics? Maybe they're in need of a fundraiser. So go individually by every single person you put on that list, one at a time. Don't overlook the list and say, okay, I've got 20 people here and they're all part of school. Don't go by one individually, because you go, okay, Mary has a husband named Tom, and Tom is a principal at a school, and Mary has 2 sons who play sports and those sporting events. And make notes off to the side. This will help you, because it's not necessarily the people that you put on the list that are going to actually do something for you, but it's how they're connected in their communities that could be that other stream into another river of networking for you. So when you start to analyze your list on an individual basis instead of a vast amount of names, you will find a lot of potential leads. And once you've completed the list and made notes on it, then that's the time we're going to have to reach out to people, right? So wording is going to be everything, especially when you're launching your business or you're in your first few months of your business. You have got to ask people for their support. You've got to. There's no other way around it. They need to understand from you what you want to make this a success. Most people are going to say this is some random thing she's doing. I'm just being truthful here for a minute. That maybe it's just another direct sales company. I bet she doesn't last long. I mean, unfortunately, direct sales people have a bad rap, right? Oh, she's with that company. I wonder how long it is before she jumps to another company and another company and another company, right? Because unfortunately, there's a lot of direct sales people out there that are doing that. And that is what people are used to seeing, right? Regardless to who we are individually, we don't want to be that revolving door. We don't want to be the revolving door where they say, okay, for 3 months she's selling 31, the next thing she jumps over to this, the next thing she jumps over to this. So we have to prove to them that, number one, we're committed and serious and that we want their help, right? So time is going to obviously help prove that case as well. But the thing is that there's a lot of scripts. There's a lot of scripts out there. But I really would encourage you all to come up with your own. Think about what you love or why you joined 31. What excited you about getting that hot pink box and those products? What you love about it now if you've been in 31 for a while. Think about all of those things and think about how you want to share that with everyone and that excitement with everyone, right? So I could give you a script of, Hey there, it's Dana, and I have not talked to you in a long time, girl. What is up? But if I say that, or I write that, and I share it with you all, and you copy it word for word, number one, if you send that to a friend of yours, is that how you really sound? Think about it. Might not be. So are they going to look at that message or hear that message and go, that's not what she normally sounds like. I wonder where she came up with that, right? Or the other thing that might come into play is there's a lot of direct sales companies that are using the same kind of booking verbiage. And if we're all using the same booking verbiage and someone's contacting them from 31 to have a party, and the next person is Scentsy, the next person is Norwex, the next person is LuLaRoe, the next person is this, the next person is that, then they've heard that same script from 5 people. And that's probably to them going to sound a little spammy. So if you can come up with, oh my gosh, I just started my new business, I'm so excited. And here's the deal. Notice what I said. I just launched my new business. I didn't say I launched my own 31 business or anything like that. I just said I started a new business. I started my own business, whatever you want to say. Because then you could say something like that. Hey, Diana, I just want to let you know I started my own business. I mean, obviously you want to have a little bit of a conversation before that, but I just called to tell you because I'm so excited. I just started my own business. Really? What is it? Have you heard of 31? Doesn't that sound a lot better than saying I just started my own direct sales business? Because most of the time when you say the word direct sales, people are probably turned off. But if you just say you started your own business, they're going to be curious. They're going to ask, what is it? I started my own 31 business. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of 31? And if they say no, that gives you your opportunity to share, not vomit, but share a little bit more about 31. If they have heard of 31, oh my gosh, you have? That's great. What product's your favorite? Have you used our products before? And ask questions that way, right? We want to offer them a chance to ask what it is, and then we want to grab them and say, oh my gosh, you don't know about it? Let me tell you about it. It's the most fabulous stuff. It's organizational products. Almost all of our products can be personalized. We're a gift company. Like, we're the only gift company out there in our industry. And we love to reward women with free products by having a fun girls' night out, something like that. Here's the deal. There are going to be people when you're starting to talk to them because you've made your list and they're connected with fundraising, or they're connected with a networking group. A networking group not necessarily is going to be a hard one. I think if you were going to look at the list and go, okay, who's already a direct salesperson? How are they connected in this industry? How are they connected with other people? In networking groups. That's something that I would look at that list and go, I'm going to ask them, hey, are you involved in any? And if they're not, that may be giving you an opportunity to go, we should totally form something. Like, I would love to brainstorm with you and find out what works for you in your business and what works for me. That's the thing that I have done with my own personal business. And I know Sarah's on here and she's done a great job of networking too. I was very intentional about networking when I first joined 31. And I have a solid group of women that I look up to in this industry that are local to me. They're not necessarily my age, and that is totally fine. But they are definitely top leaders in their own companies, and they're serious about their business, and they take their business seriously. This isn't something where 1 month they're selling this and the next month they're selling this. They are committed to their company just like they know I'm committed to 31. And so for us, that is something that we can piggyback off of one another. I will caution you when you do connect with others within this industry. I think it's a fabulous tool to do. But choose wisely. I guess that would be my wording. Don't let them use you. Okay? I'm just going to say that, being completely honest. Don't let them use you, and they want you to blast about their amazing business, but they're not willing to do the same for you. So something that my friends from Scentsy and Mary Kay, those are the two top ones that I am totally committed with. is we don't necessarily share promotions or have parties for one another or anything like that, but we will secretly have parties for one another and collect orders within our family and immediate family and friends. But it's not something where I'm going to post on my Facebook page that I'm having a party for them, nor are they going to do the same for me. The reason being is I do not want my customers that I'm friends with on Facebook being confused of who I'm with. Even though I've done that before and made the mistake of hosting a party for someone else, and then everyone thought I had jumped ship with 31. And it was a big flag to me to go, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm serious with 31. 31 is my full-time, my gig. This is what I'm doing. And as much as I want to support other people, I don't want others to be confused about what business that I'm in. So I did it a couple times, and after the second time, people were like, "Oh, I thought you just quit. I didn't know you were selling jewelry and all this stuff." And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to confuse people." So, but I will get referrals, and I will give referrals, and I will give shout outs for amazing customer service to my Scentsy and Mary Kay lady. And they do the same for me on their page. So that's something that we will do for one another. So just a warning when you are networking with others. When you're on this list, though, the other thing I would encourage you to do is really look at the people that maybe are volunteers with organizations. Maybe they're people that, like I said, have kids with sporting events and things like that. One of the things I would probably say to the people who have children that are in sporting events or sports teams, I guess is the right word, is I would just, reach out to them individually. Just let them know that, hey, I'm trying to grow my 31 business. Maybe you've heard about it, because especially if you've been with 31 for a while, be like, I am looking for organizations who are looking to raise funds for their team this fall. Just wondered if I could send you a packet of information. And leave it at that. Or maybe ask, your friends, do you know of anyone who's interested? So let me just give you a specific example that I am thinking about that I'm going to do. I'm going to get up the courage. It's a friend that I went to high school with. We stayed friends. She moved away because her stepfather was a superintendent of our school, and they got transferred. She has bought a thermal from me about a year ago. She has 4 kids. She's a school teacher. She lives about 45 minutes from me, and I have never asked her to have a party, nor have I asked her if her kids need fundraising assistance. So one of my goals in the next week is to reach out to her individually on Facebook. That's where we're friends. And I am going to use the voice memo message because I want her to hear my excitement. As much as I know I could type it out, I think I can probably say it a little bit better. And I'm just going to say to her, girl, I love seeing all your pictures of your family. Look like you guys had a great vacation this summer. I wanted to make sure you're still loving your thermal tote, even though it's over 90 days, okay? I want to make sure you're still loving it. We have some new fun prints out for the fall. I know that your girls are in soccer. I didn't know if you all are looking for fundraisers for the fall, but I am looking for groups to help raise money this fall. My last fundraising group earned, and I'll share with her the dollar amount, and just see what she says. She can say no because that's her right, but it's just like, again, go back to the reference of being in a restaurant or something and somebody offers you coffee and you say no thank you, or dessert and you say no thank you. That's this kind of thing that I'm going to do with these people that I've put on my list. So the thing is that if they give us objections, let me find my book here because I wrote down some objections for you all. Let me give you some objections. Hold on here. Okay, so if they give you some objections to some things, totally give referrals and a shout out. Absolutely. I love referrals. Referrals are my favorite thing to get. True story. How cute is this? Isn't that so cute? Okay, my friend Jody gave that to me today. Okay, so when someone gives us an objection, so when you're asking someone if they, are interested, some of these people, if they're friends and family, you may say, I just started my business. Here, okay, couple things. I've had all this, I think that's why I have a headache, is because I have so many ideas floating in my head, I just can't even keep them straight. Number one, a couple things. If you're a new consultant, I would just share your excitement that you started a new business and see if they will support you. Look, I would love for you to help support me in this new venture that I'm doing. If you've been with 31 for a little bit or with 31 for a long time, it's still okay to ask your family and friends for help, or those friends that haven't helped you in a while. One of the things that I do, and I do this all the time, my mom knows this, and it's fine because her friends know this too, but and if you're not comfortable with having a fall launch party or a fall prep party to help your hostesses get organized for this fall, and you haven't done a party yet, or even if you've done one party this month and you still want to try it again, reach out to someone who you think is really well connected within her community, who's really well connected with a good group of women, and say, hey, Cheryl, listen, I am so excited about this new catalog, right? We have a lot of fun new prints. I know that you love the color red, or I know that you love 31. Excuse me. I am looking for a group of women who would be willing to have a practice party with me. Okay? It's where you all still get to have some girl time, but I'm needing to practice some things, and I would love for you and your friends to help me out. And with that, I'll give you a free gift, and it can be as simple as a nail file or something. I do this to my mom and her friends all the time. We use it all the time, and they always do really, really well because the ladies love it. The reason I say a practice party is because that they know that you're going to stand up there and you're going to practice your spiel. You're going to practice, sharing what you would share at a normal party. The reason I say that is because you get everybody's attention that way, and people want to help you out. And you could say at the end, I'm going to give you all just an opportunity to ask me questions or share with me what they liked, what they didn't like. And it kind of helps you get over those jitters too. Maybe there's a new type of party that you're wanting to try out. Ask somebody to have a practice margaritas and, monogram party. I saw that theme Sarah was looking for. Or maybe you want to have a practice bingo party. Hey, I need you and your friends, because it doesn't mean they're still not going to, they're going to be intrigued because they're going to hear everything that you're saying. And you may be surprised and get bookings that way, but that helps you get comfortable and get in front of people. Okay. That was one crazy thought going through my head. Now, when it comes to overcoming objections, here's the deal. When someone gives you an objection, we have to absolutely validate their concerns and their feelings. That's the first thing that we have to do, no matter when they give us an objection. Because there's lots of objections that people could give us when we're asking them about, if they're interested in joining our team or interested in hosting a party. This could be at a party. This could just be part of a booking challenge that you're doing. But some of the objections is, I'm not a salesperson, okay? The other one might be, I know too many 31 consultants. This would probably be more towards joining your team. Another one could be, I don't know anyone. I hear that one all the time. And I think those are the three I was going to share tonight, okay? So the one I want to talk about first is I don't know anyone. The thing is, we have to validate them. Absolutely. I know you just moved to the area, or you just moved away, and you may feel like you don't know anyone, and that can be scary. I get it. But my job as your consultant, or my job as your sponsor, depending on which avenue you're taking when you're talking to her, is to help you take the 10, 20, or 30 people that you know and expand it into more. And I'm going to teach you the techniques to do that. And I promise you that you'll find you know way more people than you think you do. Even if it's for a party and they know 10 people, okay, well, let's invite those 10 and let's have those 10 bring 10 guests, right? It's our job to help them problem solve. But we first have to validate with them. I understand your concern. You just moved to the area. What do you have, a list of 5? Okay, great. Let's get those 5 and see if they're interested in maybe introducing you to some more people to get you connected within this area. Let's see if they'll all bring a guest or bring 2 guests, right? So that's one thing that you can do. If they're looking for more of, like if you're looking more of joining your team, I'm not a salesperson. I don't think I could sell 31. It's not me. Well, guess what? That is awesome, because I don't want you to be a salesperson. That's what I always say. I always say that. Great, because sales isn't required. I don't want you to be a salesperson, right? One of the best qualities about you is that you aren't a salesperson. You don't have that slimy, icky salesperson mentality or sound, and that's why I think you would do really well with 31, because of the true fact that you're genuine, you're authentic, and you just love 31 products. So that would be something to the effect of that. It's a positive that you don't have a sales vibe, right? We want to make sure people know. I don't want anybody on my team to think that they have to be a salesperson, and I don't want them to think they have to sound like it, because we don't want slimy, icky salespeople on our team, right? We all want to just love 31 products and love the sisterhood and share it with everyone. Okay, and then finally, I know too many 31 consultants. I always love to say, you know what, actually, I know a lot of 31 consultants too, and I think that's one of the biggest perks, because there are a lot of 31 consultants, well, not a lot, but there are 31 consultants around me, and what I love about it is we're able to get together at Better Together events, or even like just go grab coffee and brainstorm ideas on what's working and what's not working, and share it and spin it that way. But also just validating to them that you understand it, that there's the concern of too many people, or there's a concern, like I said, of not knowing anyone or a salesperson. So we always, always, always have to validate their concern. Okay, so when I'm going to help you with this list. Do y'all think you can do the list? There you go, Christy. Exactly. That's the thing. You have to share with others. You have to like help others out. Sorry, I was super thirsty. Okay. Now, does this, what I've just shared with you, does it sound doable? I guess would be the question. Making a list, really analyzing your list, thinking about not necessarily if they are going to be the person to host or do a fundraiser or join your team, but who do they know? Okay, that's the thing. And that's the thing about when I try to make 3 contacts a day, it's not necessarily that I'm looking for them particularly, but I'm looking for the people that they know, right? So something I always use from the very first month. Let's see. I joined in July, and my sister had a party, I think, in September. I think it was. You're making your list now? Yeah, exactly, Mary. Don't use the usual suspects. Okay, so something I did when I joined, my sister had a party for me. She used to live about 45 minutes away from me. And she had a party, and she invited her mom's friends, okay? And honestly, I really didn't think about it. I was excited to meet them, but I had no idea what river of connections it was going to lead me to. So she had a party. Her friend Marcia came. Marcia, I didn't barely ask to have a party. I didn't really think about it, and I was brand new at the time. But Marcia said, "Hey, I think I want to have a party." Marcia had a party. At Marcia's party, 3 of her friends booked parties. Another friend of hers joined our team. This was about almost 6 years ago. What happened with that group of women expanded into a huge, huge river of connections that I'm still very well connected with today. I would have to go back and look off of that very first connection that my sister had at her party and really think about, but I would say at least at almost 12 hostesses came from that one person. This kind of list makes more of the connection that we need. People buy from people they like, not the sales from. It's the person. Exactly. You know, here's the deal. I found this amazing booking blitz that I do want to share with you all. I do. Because it's by Executive Director Beth Smith, and she just put so much work into this, and it's awesome. There are booking blitz scripts and everything, and I do want to share this with you all. I really do. And she even did a booking blitz. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. Handout. So you would write their name and their phone number, and then when you contacted them. And the reason there's 3 contacts on here is because she talks about we have to at least contact these people 5 times, and she even has a system for doing this. And I truly believe by making these contacts, it's either going to lead those people into doing something, or they're going to have a connection somehow, some way, because they're going to continue to be reminded of you because you continue to connect with them. I just know that in my personal experience is that it truly is about looking at that list and going, okay, now who do they know? Who do they know? You know, there are people that are on my list that they're not necessarily going to have a party for me, but I know that they're connected. And the same thing going back to my friend that's from high school, her kids may not want to have a fundraiser, and that's fine. But she's also a teacher in a school district. So why have I never reached out to her? Because I don't know if maybe the teachers in the school district need a fundraiser, or they just want to have a party at their school. I've never really asked, and I've never offered the opportunity to her to earn free products. Even if it's just, and here's the thing, if you're too scared to ask for specific things, you could always say, Donna, there is a brand new catalog out, and I would love to get your opinion. Could I send you one? Or even just send a little mini, you know, just getting it into their hands. So there's some ways to do that. So hopefully that helps you guys. I am going to post this booking stuff. I mean, this is 11 pages I printed out. Like, seriously, it's crazy. But it talks about exactly step-by-step what to do. But I do want to try and create a video for everyone to kind of go over it, because Beth did that with her team. But I truly believe that it's going to help. I may just share Beth's video, actually. And then maybe if you're in an accountability group, you guys want to do this on your own as an accountability group, you could have your own booking blitz together. But I'm not going to, force the team to do it, because some people just don't want to do it, and that's totally fine. But this may give you guys an idea of what to do. It even gives you booking blitz scripts for people who've won something at a vendor event. So it's really great information, and I do want to give that to you. But it is 9:50. I've kind of been long-winded tonight. Hopefully you guys got some ideas. I do know that every single one of you can be connected and grow your connections. It's just a matter of doing a little bit of work, analyzing your list, thinking about your list, reaching out to those that you do know, asking for connections and asking for help. And I truly believe this is the fall to do it, because we have such a beautiful catalog that everyone their eyes are going red. Plaid, what? They're super excited that have known 31. So, okay, so questions. You can either unmute yourself or you can type them in the chat box. And it doesn't have to be about what we talked about tonight, but if you have questions about something, I will cover them for the next 9 minutes. I do want to say hi to Christy and Mary, Julie. And I know Nicole was on. I think Samsung, I'm not sure who that is, but I'm super excited you all are here. Questions. Don't be scared now. I'm going to be up all night. I'm drinking a Coke. That's kind of crazy. No questions? Don't be scared. Yeah, try different avenues. Absolutely. Anyone questions? Yeah, covered. Got 2 book parties scheduled. You're tired to think. Aw, good luck, Christy. 2 book parties scheduled, never done one before. Tips. book parties are the toughest. I'm just going to be honest. It's really about that the book parties are, if you can get them to set up even just like a Facebook event, that might be helpful just to remind people to place their orders. It's more of just continuing to stay connected with those hostesses and checking in with them every couple of days. I wish I had my phone here. I don't have it here. But the last book party that I did that was really successful, it was a $600 party, was last month. And this hostess did not set up a Facebook party. In fact, she never accepted my friend request, which was fine. But she did an amazing job just sending out emails and messages to her friends. When we were about to close it, we weren't even at $200. And she said, I'll give it one more shot. Let me send some more messages. I gave her a red stamp and she sent them out and we came close to 600. So it's, with the book party, they got to just continue to be reminded. That would be my biggest tip, and just staying connected with them every couple of days. Hey, how's it going? Did you have any questions? Do your friends need any help? Is there any products that I can show you guys in person? That kind of stuff. Yeah, contact them. Super embarrassed, just messed up a wedding gift. You just submitted it? I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. I would say though oh, she just got it. Oh, boo. Well, that's poopy. Sorry, friend. Mainly with the book parties too, guys, is that just giving them maybe even a text or a script that they can send out their friends and family. It's better if it's in their own words, but sometimes the women just don't know what to say. So like Gina, my last hostess, she just was on top of it. She collected orders when she was in Colorado on vacation. She just kept messaging her friends. And so, because they wanted the style setter before it was gone. So they just did a really good job of that. And it was just me connecting and letting them know. I think the biggest thing with the book parties too is letting them know they can just go directly online to order. That's the easiest way instead of having them call you. And also, what was the thing I was going to say? I don't remember. Yeah, it's really about the hostess. It's all about the hostess has to do the work. And then the thing after the book parties, if it is a really great book party, I would be really encouraging that hostess to seriously consider signing up, because she did all your work. She might as well, make a little side money. Join and get a free, get a $99 kit and have a party every few months if she wanted to or whatever. So you're working on that. Yay. I know you are all working on that. There's so many of you working on growing your teams. I love it. I love it. Any other questions? I hope you all have a fabulous evening. Thank you for joining me. There's something else. Look for this stuff tomorrow. I think you all will really like it. I just don't want it to overwhelm anyone. But it is really helpful information. If you've not gone to TOT to print out Who Do You Know, go print it out so you've got that and start working on that. Really, if you've got a list of 62 or something like that, don't tell me anything about the Olympics. I'm literally, okay, my husband's asleep on the couch and he was watching something else. So I ran upstairs and hit the recorder. And so I'm going to go watch it up in the bedroom. Both weren't feeling well tonight. So if you've not printed that out, print that out. I hope you all have a fabulous evening. If you've already got a list of 62, this is what I was going to say, brain dead. Use it and think about the people that are on the list and go, okay, yeah, they would never be interested in a party, but wait, she owns her own daycare, or she knows someone, her kids go to daycare. Maybe that daycare would be interested in, some 31 stuff. So think about that. I did not know that, Christy. That's exciting. I'm addicted to the Olympics too. One of my favorite things, if you need to go, y'all can go, but one of my favorite things was tonight, the video of the guy who, rugby, is it rugby? The African-American who was moved from foster home to foster home to foster home, and he had put focus as a tattoo on his chest. Did you all see that? Oh my gosh. So, and his adopted mom was like, I can't believe he did that. And then they took, it may have been on the news before the Olympics started, but anyways, they went into his room. He's super, super fast, like super fast. And he's from the US, and they went into his room at his home, and he had this poster, and it's a poster he reads every day that I will, like affirmations that he's going to do this. And I'm going to have to try and see if that I can find like the recording or just that little snippet of it, because I almost paused the TV and went and wrote it down. But he was like, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. Doesn't matter if you don't have any money. Doesn't matter if you've been moved from home to home. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your, not necessarily destiny, but it's all up to you. Like he said it in so many words. It was like the perfect thing. I'm like, oh, that needs to be like a quote. Like he's like, it doesn't matter your circumstances. And I thought of that even when it comes to 31, it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter. We all started with the same $99 box. We all have the same catalog. We all have the same products. And it's what you choose to do with the tools that you've been given. You can have anything you want with 31, but it's all up to us to put the tools to use. So you've got a who do you know list, and you've got a catalog. So now y'all have to get to work. All right, guys. Well, have a fabulous evening. I'll be live on our Facebook group at some point tomorrow, so you can look for me there. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, it's better now. Thank you. Thank you. It's all because of my Coke and my shower. So pray I get sleep tonight. Bye, girls.